And then there's also like people that are elites, and that's their thing. Like their thing is to do something that is horrible, and it's not available to other people. So it's like, I think there's like a sickness that people have when they have power, like extreme power, and then what else can I do? What else can I do? What else is what else is taboo? What else is forbidden? Like all this Diddy shit that's coming out. Like
I was just gonna say, doesn't that sound topical?
Jesus Christ! The first day of the trial, did you pay attention to any of that stuff? I looked at it for like 10 minutes this morning, and I was like, I gotta stop. I can't look at this.
Well, what freaks me out is the people sitting in the courtroom listening to it.
Right.
And there's a wide spectrum of people that are getting subjected to it, and you just sit there and go.
Yeah, well, not only that, how about the fact that this guy was running this for decades? He was doing this for decades to who knows how many fucking people, and everybody was scared to talk about it because he'd have them killed. Yeah, it's really wild, man. Evil is a real thing, you know? Nobody wants to believe, because if you believe in the devil, right? If you believe in Satan, you believe in something that's silly. Like most people a lot of people believe in God. If you ask people, do you believe in God? Yeah, well, I'm not religious, but I believe in God. Okay, well, do you believe in the devil? Most people will say no. But do you believe in evil acts? Well, yeah, well, people certainly do evil things. Well, where do you think that comes from? If evil is real, what is it about us that makes us want to deny the possibility that there's some nefarious force that is in human beings that influences human beings? It's not as simple as like some people are bad, some people are good. No, maybe evil is a real element that you have to fight in life, and that maybe this is just something that's been documented all throughout history, but our arrogance and our secular society wants to keep us from recognizing that as an actual factor. And that's why it gets through. You know, that's like
that's a really great way to say it, because if you denounce, okay, so you say there's no devil,
right?
So then you're somewhat saying that there's no evil, but you're not branding evil with some type of identifying factor. Then you kind of glaze over it a little bit. I think if that's what I'm hearing you're saying, and I agree with it, because it gets a little too. I think people want tangibility. I think people like to be able to understand things and see it for real and so forth. But when you start just talking about root evil, when you start looking at things like I went to the Oklahoma bombing memorial. And when you look at shit like that, you think about the hate on this country and in the 9/11, and you think, or you just take it down to the Boy Scout troop leader or you take it to you take it whatever. Yeah. There is a common denominator there, and that is just what you called it, evil. So call it devil, don't call it devil, but call it evil. The evilness is just in not being aware of it or not allowing ourselves to believe it, I think is part of the...
Well, it's the old quote, the greatest trick the devil ever pulled is making people believe he doesn't exist.